We have some lovely tilapia hanging out in our aquaponics system. And so our biggest goal for them is to keep them at the right temperature, because tilapia are a tropical fish. They got to be kept warm so that we can eventually eat them up later in the spring.
The idea was to take a problem, an existing problem where we didn't have heat in the greenhouse and we didn't have, weren't able to keep the tilapia alive, and then to come up with a solution, a viable solution for this area to keep the fish alive. So we gave Chris a real world problem, and then he came up with a real world solution.
And so the idea is that it's a compost pile that uses that heat energy from compost as it decomposes to heat up water in a pipe. That water can then be piped through whatever you need to heat up, be it an aquaponics system or just a greenhouse. Pump it back through the compost pile, and voila, you've got a radiant flooring system right in your backyard.
When I first started teaching these classes, we talked about the issues, we talked about the problems, and that can be overwhelming for these students. I mean, it can be one of those things where they walk out and they're depressed by the whole process. So as soon as you start having the opportunity to create some things, to build some things, to take on some problems, big or small, and take them to the end, to fix them, I mean, that makes all the difference in the world in terms of empowering these kids.
It was kind of like a fusion of the biological stuff and all the robotics and engineering stuff that I'd been involved in. So it was a really neat opportunity to do something with that. Something that almost kind of mirrors the professional, the real world. So, or at least as real as it gets in high school anyway.